So Steve, after last season's, well, it was a good season, it ended in a tremendous cup win for you guys. That's obviously last season, it's been and gone. How's pre-season going for the start of this one?
Yeah, no, very good. I mean, it soon came about rather quickly, as it does, and yeah, we've had a 3 or 4 week break. We took them back relatively early this year, probably a lot earlier than a lot of other women's teams. Did a lot of cardio work down on the beach, did a few hill runs up through the woods around Broadsands and Goodrington, and a bit like the gaffer and the first team lads. We put them through their paces before we gave them a ball. So yeah, we've come back with the ball work, and slowly we've started to see a ramp in both fitness and tempo with the ball. Retention wise as a squad, I think it's been safe to say we've kept at least 75% of that squad together. Few of the key players from last season have moved on, as you would expect, I think, from any club that gets success. A couple have gone to our neighbours up the road in Exeter, and a couple have gone to St Austell, who were both in the league above us. So players want to progress, and they're young players, and they want to kick on a little bit. So they went with our blessings and our love and all the best wishes we can give them. So a little bit of a rebuild in areas this year, but the 4 or 5 we brought in have settled in well, and got used to the other girls in the squad. And I think, like any team, if one door closes, it opens for other players in the squad. So some of the players that maybe didn't get a lot of chance last year, the window's there for them to now come in and impress. And they've 3 or 4 certainly took their chances. So yeah, we're 2 games into it. We played against a very strong Cardiff City team who I personally think will win that league above us this year pretty comfortably. And there was a bit of a shock to the system a little bit, but I think we didn't do us anything wrong with that, to be honest. And then we went out against a team in the league above us on Sunday and got a 3-3 draw against a side Portishead from Bristol, and that showed some real interest and real next step development from a lot of the new players, and a lot more of an attacking threat. And yeah, so we go again in 2 Sundays' time against Plymouth Argyle, predominantly against their under 23 team at Coach Road, and we'll be looking for that next step again, with another 3 games to come after that. So overall, we're delighted.
Now, you alluded to it there, but how happy have you been with being able to keep the majority of last season's squad, as well as bringing in some good new faces?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for you've got to keep your core, and I think we know, and Torquay United fans know, and the gaffer knows for the first team, we get good players down this neck of the woods. We maybe don't keep hold of them in the long term, and we've had that this year, and that was a shock, I think, to the girls initially, but they're realising exactly what you just said then, that keeping that core is also vital, because that then brings and bonds the new players in, and again we're seeing that now. So I'm delighted with the core we've got. There's some good players, experienced players, the likes of Jana Richards and Danny Wyatt and Leah Brooks and people like that, been around the game a long time. And with those guys in that squad, it just kicks on. It just makes everybody else feel welcome and feel united. And at the end of the day, we want real lovers of the yellow shirt at this club, and we're a big one for the passion. And I think we've definitely got that this year, without a shadow of a doubt.
And finally, probably the question that everyone wants to know is, what are your targets? What are you looking for to be successful this season? Yeah. What is your aim and your goals?
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you would ask me that question maybe when we first went back at pre-season, I would have definitely said to you promotion without a shadow of a doubt, and that would have been about a 95 to 100% answer without a shadow. I think now, look, let's be honest, we've got to be realistic. We have had to rebuild in areas, so I'm not going to put pressure on these girls. I've only seen them for the second time against a team in the league above us, and we did not look out of place. So I'm probably going to say, you know what, I think let's still aim for that. I still think it's a realistic aim, looking at the other teams in our league. We've got 1 or 2 more little players to bring into the squad that I think might knit it together. So I still think promotion. You know what, I'm going to stand here and say I'd love to defend that silverware we won for the first time in our history. But you know what, I'm also a realist, and we've got targets on our back now. We've never had that feeling before. Plymouth and Exeter will be chomping at the bits to get that trophy back, and I know they will be. But one thing we will do is, obviously I'd love to defend that, but we will leave nothing behind again this year. And if it doesn't work out for us this year, we will give that trophy every opportunity to try and fight for it. So we're not going to give it up easily, let's put it that way. But yeah, look, promotion is still the aim, because that's the aim for every club. And I really think we can be up in the mix, without a doubt, yeah.
One cheeky question, I'm just going to put you on the spot here ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Obviously we've seen the success of the Lionesses, and
Yeah.
particularly against Sweden the other night, that cheeky third goal.
Absolutely,
Which
yeah.
of your players do you reckon could do a Russo?
So I think a goal like that, it could come from, we've got a rather rapid winger called Ellie Bishop, and you can see lots of ability in that young lady. I think she's going to have the next step of a phenomenal season for us. If the ball fell to her in that position and she's cut inside, I honestly think she would try that. So yeah, Ellie Bishop.
Are you expecting to see a lot of it in training?
I don't think she'll do it in training, to be honest, but maybe in the right situation she might give it a go, yeah.
Steve, thanks for your time today.
Pleasure. Cheers, Ian.